Hello, welcome to Soulful Healing Tarot. This is the first part of a three-part series dedicated to upgrading your love life. So, by choosing to be here, you are actually taking ownership. You aren't just waiting for love to happen to you, you're actually aligning yourself to meet it halfway. Often, we deeply desire partnership, yet we hesitate to look at the hidden architecture, the fears and blockages that might be standing in the way. Whether it's an attachment style that needs balancing, a false belief system about your worth, or an emotional ghost from a past chapter, we're going to look at it with total clarity in this reading. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and pick a pile. Pick an image that you're most drawn to. Use your intuition. Pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps will be in the comment section below, and I shall see you at your reading. Bye bye. Hello, my dear pile number ones. Welcome to your reading. So, let's find out what is this energy in your current life right now that is blocking you or is not aligning with this frequency of love that you desire. Okay, the ideal kind of visuals that you see in your head when you think about love and partnership. It even can be self love. Okay, but this is more about partnership. So, I'm thinking romantic partnership or something with a spouse. So in your reading, pile number one, actually, I was in my head, I was thinking of doing this reading for singles, okay? But in your reading, I think some of you are already in a relationship, okay? Just a few of you, and you might be feeling some challenges, going through some challenges in your relationship dynamics right now. And others of you, you are facing challenges with like the people around you, okay? So there is something very important happening in your life right now. It is quite intense. Okay, there is this energy of conflict, tower movements happening, and I don't know, like quite intense because it's giving Bollywood family drama level intense. Okay, so that could be coming with the energy of the tower. Okay, so this is something that is a very pivotal point in your life right now. Okay, and I want to discuss about relationship dynamics here right now. You might be with whomever that you're facing this challenge with. Okay, this could be a person that you are dependent on when it comes to finances. Okay, or your relationship with money, your relationship with finances, or you feeling safe and not able to be vulnerable with these people around you, or you being extremely defensive, right? Being quite, yeah, you're feeling unsafe. You might be thinking everybody is coming for you or like at you. Okay, so there is some kind of energy that I'm sensing this way, like somebody who is trying to hold on to something that is no longer working for them. Okay, so yeah, this reading might appear like, I know I'm calling you out or I'm just telling you what is the current situation in your life, but we need that. Okay, we need to look at this. We need to look at readings in a very practical approach, like, with a very practical eye and mindset. It is more about identifying the problem and focusing on solution. Otherwise, we are going to be spending a lot of time just, draining our emotions, spending our emotions on something that does not require that kind of intensity. Okay, that intense reactions or that heavy feelings is not required. Okay, so you also have a card that says, where is it, like zoom out and look at things from a, like a bigger picture, like the broader picture. Where is it? Yeah, it says perspective here, like zoom out. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Yeah, so whatever is happening in your life right now, there is this perspective shift that is needed from your end or from someone else's end, or I don't know. I will tell you what I'm seeing. Okay, see how it matches for you. The scenario may not be similar, but watch out for the important keywords. Okay, when I say, like, you're financially dependent on someone, this could be a spouse, this could be like, you feeling safe when you are with a person who's quite wealthy or well off, because it is giving you that security. And all these things are instilled to us when we are younger. Okay, so if you're a millennial, or I don't know if you're a Gen Z, or like how, what is your relationship with money? Okay, where you thought to be independent and be on your own, or where you thought to, like, like the masculine figure is the one who brings home the, like, the moolah, and the feminine figure is someone who stays at home or relies on them or depends on them, and it is normal. And for some, people, it actually works. Okay, so we cannot like really shade this kind of dynamics, like, because right now we are constantly, I feel like I've been, influenced by the constant shifts in, the way people project a relationship. So if I have been influenced, I'm thinking everyone else has been influenced. Okay, sometimes it might be a bit toxic. Okay, we don't have to really put a toxic dynamic to where, the masculine figure is earning and the feminine figure is sitting at home. And the toxicity comes when there is an imbalance here. This person is acting dominant. Okay, they're not really giving, the importance or respect the feminine figure requires, right? So when it is like that, when there are challenges like that, now that becomes a problem. Okay, so yeah, there are challenges in every relationship dynamics, but what do you want? I Is this something that you want? Are you wanting a relationship where you can rely on the masculine figure for feeling secure when it comes to financial security and stability, and you can be a little more relaxed, right? Is this something that you want? Or is it something that is practical? Just think about the scenarios right now. Is it something that is practical right now? See, we're not here in this reading or in this on this page channel. We're not here to judge anyone. Okay, I am also not sitting here to judge what you want or what you desire. I want to make sure that you know what you want. Okay, and you stick to that, and no one is going to make you feel like, that is the wrong decision, right? So think about it. I don't know why I fixated on that, because what I feel is right now there is a relationship dynamic with such a person, and see how it fits you, whether it is you or the other person. There is an imbalance when it comes to partnership and teamwork here. Okay, where there is meant to be like a mutual respect, right? What you bring to the table and what the other person brings to the table, right? There is mutual respect. Maybe there is an imbalance there where there is no such respect. Okay, something is off balance. Either one person is providing too much and the other person is complaining about, you're spending all my money but you're not doing the other things. So how can you bring a little more healthy dynamics to such situations? So this could even be with your parent right now, if you're not in a relationship, right? If you're like with your parent, or you're relying on someone else for financial security, you need to make like decisions here. Okay, is this healthy for me? Like, are they going to change, right? Can I like really talk sense to them right now? Can I really give them a chance and try, like, try to talk things out? What, you do this, I can do this. So if we're kind of bringing a balance to this relationship, can we work this out instead of instead of fighting, right? Instead of really be fighting right now. So maybe there is a lot of people who are giving you advice in your life right now for some reason. It is coming through. It could be family and friends, but I do sense that their intentions are good. Okay, they are not here to. Their intentions are good. Whatever they're saying, probably you are being very defensive right now with them, with the Knight of Swords here, and you're being very defensive, and I think you're trying to avoid change for some reason, the tower moment. No matter what, tower moment is going to happen for you, because it is happening for you to upgrade your life right now. Okay, it is bought in by the one and only spirit team, the universe right now. We all have to go through it. Okay, at one point in our life, probably it is because what we desire. Okay, in my head, in our views, I'm saying in my head. So in our head and in our, like, what we want is very misaligned with what we are experiencing right now. Okay, so over a period of time, if there has been nudges and you've been feeling within yourself, right, this is not right, but you have been just, just going along with it, right? You're not trying to make any changes to the current situation, then that is the advice for you right now. You will be forced to make certain decisions because you have to surrender to the tower moment. So yeah, I don't want to put this in a very bad light, because tower moments are here to help us. Tower moments are here to make sure that we nobody is dimming our light. We are shining in the brightest light. Hence, whatever, even if when it comes to the right kind of people and opportunities, we are receiving what is aligned with us. Okay, so it is time to let go right now. Okay, if you've been holding on to things that is not serving you, it is time to let go. So this is the advice for you. Okay, so there is also, like, conflicts with somebody in like a traditional system, right? There's a lot of conflict there. Somebody who is in a position of authority like that, someone who is very well respected amongst the circle of people that you are in, probably like an authority figure. Okay, and it is giving, like, someone who is um, maybe a religious person, like a spiritual guru. I don't want to say spiritual guru. I'm not getting the terms correctly. Like, the panchayat head or someone like that. So in a family, who takes the decision? So in traditional systems, right? What is it? Who is that a person who is in authority right now, who is well respected? And if looking a lot, I'm seeing like a lot of conflicting energy that might be there with this person, or with respect to following a traditional route for yourself. Okay, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people can agree or relate to this, especially if you are from the other side of the globe, right? I don't know how the traditional systems work there. Probably um, in a religious sense, or even in family dynamics. Okay, so who is it? There is like a lot of conflicting energy that is popping up here. So it says, really says, temptations will test you. So how can you bring, you know, I see, Knight of Swords energy here, who is passionately fighting for something they believe in, but it could be something very reckless, okay, reckless behavior. So, you know what, if at all, think about it. If at all somebody is suggesting you, like, there is some new business opportunity that is coming your way, that allows you to be more independent and be by yourself, then think about it. Think about taking up that opportunity. Okay, taking up that opportunity. I also see a soulmate energy here. Yes, this is your soulmate. So see how this resonate with you. Okay, sometimes I think, for those of you who are in this relationship dynamics, it is only like, you have to navigate and work things out right now. Okay, with this person, this could be like, yeah, this could be someone who is very close to you, like a soulmate energy is coming through, right? This must be just, current challenges that you are facing, because it's time for the relationship to step up into the next level. We have engagement here. Your love life is soon ascending to higher level of commitment. So it is all associated with that. Okay, no matter if you're single, no matter if you're in relationship, it is time to, bring some clarity into the situation, work things out, confront what is happening, rather than taking up a defensive stance, or just having like a battle of words or opinions with so many different people, and challenging, like being in challenging situations with these people, right? Try to I think it might be a, like, fear based reactions for you. Okay, you might be fearing, currently you might be taking fear based actions. You're not feeling safe around these people for some reason. Hmm. right now there is an advice, if at all you feel unsafe, right, to be vulnerable, then that you're not meant to be around these people. Okay. And yeah, so there is, you're also resisting change, pushing back against change, you're holding back. So you're meant to examine the fear. Where is this fear coming from? Okay, where is this fear coming from? And is this really important? When you zoom out, like when you get a bigger perspective of life, when you need a perspective shift, just go and observe other people's life. Okay, just go and observe or listen to some podcast, and like, you would be so like, you'll be like, oh my god, I was just fixated on my life here, but look at this person talking about all these things. And yeah, you might, when I say it like this, you might not want to go and listen to a podcast. Just try it. Okay, because not for the same reasons, but I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was about psychology and behavior psychology, and some, what was his name, um I forgot his name, Anderson's lab or something like that. So I just wanted to learn a little bit more about a certain topic. So I was listening to that podcast, but the title, I was all ready for, like, very theory based kind of podcast. So that is what I was looking for. Okay. And even the visuals, right? The thumbnail and the title where it said Stanford doctor or scientist. And I thought they were going to talk about research and what he does, but he started off with, in a more like a storytelling way. He's talking about his own life, okay, his journey. And you wouldn't think like a Stanford scientist or someone who is working there, who's in research, has gone through such challenges in their life. Okay, something that is totally in contrast to what they are doing now. So it feels like, destined and fated, whatever they were supposed to do. So yeah, I don't remember the name. If I do, I will. If you want it, just comment below. I will find that video for you. So yeah, you need to have like a different perspective. Then you will learn to, like, not fixate, but he was talking about neuroscience, by the way. He was talking about how our brain reacts and all that. So that can be quite helpful for you right now. Okay, so that you're not in the same cyclic circuit of how our neurons are responding, okay, to these triggers. Instead, we need to find solutions. We need to make sure that we are approaching it in a more problem solving mentality, okay, to the situation. So see, like, try to understand the layers of this reactive behaviors, or what is happening in your life right now. I think you should, yeah, listen to some podcast about neuroscience and behavior psychology, where we can really understand. Sometimes it is just our neurons being like, is it neurons, the nervous system being wired that way. So we need to do something there. So when we understand the logic behind why we need that behavior shift, we might be more adaptable to doing it. Okay, so yes, I don't know if this is bringing you any clarity, but yes, your life is going to change. Okay, because of this tower moments. I think you will have a better rhythm to understand and adapt it if you are willing to change. Okay, you're willing to change and be open regarding your current situation right now. Give it a perspective shift and understand the phases and cycles of life right now. Okay, it says there is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Okay, so these illusions you might be carrying within yourself, in your head, and that happens. Okay, it could be like, fear based illusions, something that we've been carrying around from quite a while and we've not even realized it yet. So you need that perspective shift. So bring that shock value. Why don't you bring the tower moment yourself, right? Bring that shock value. Like, actively research about these things. Okay, like, why is this happening? What is this behavior? Analyze your own behavior and see like what you can do differently. Okay, it says a rebirth is assured, and for some reason, I have a message in a bottle as well. Maybe you're receiving, going to be receiving some news. There's communication coming through. So it is going to be pointing the way to your highest good, whatever it is. Okay, this communication that is coming through. And yes, regarding the soulmate energy, okay, so for some of you who are single, right, you are being directed towards the soulmate energy, this higher level commitment, engagement is here, okay. So, in order for you to elevate to and align with that energy, you have to deal with the current situations, okay? Current personality growth upgrades that are happening in your life. And trust me, your life after this is going to feel quite orgasmic, okay? You want that within life, okay? Really able to enjoy life's experiences like it's an orgasm. It says, trust your body, elevate your spirit, open the gates to your renewal. Trust what is happening. Trust that it is happening for your highest good. Okay? Like you need to focus right now. You need to focus your energy. You need to have laser like focus right now and trust the process. Let it happen. Okay? Let it happen. Let it unveil. Let things just, be let let things be seen, okay, what you can really experience when it comes to your love life and the potential of it all, right? Maybe you're not seeing it right now. There is a veil, you're blinded by things that are in your immediate, like, in your mind, right? Something is, very fear based reactions are happening in your mind right now that needs to shift, okay. There is also a level of impatience, and there is something about divine timing as well in your reading. Yeah, divine timing is another thing. Like, you have to, if when divine timing is involved, right? It, for me, it clearly states that, right now, whatever I do, right? If I'm doing, like, trying to push something and without growing, right? If I'm trying to stay back in a situation and not doing the thing that I'm meant to do, that is going to help me grow, then no matter what I do, things are not going to go in my favor. Okay, things are going to be more challenging and more challenging for me. I have to do something that is right to unlock this level and move on to the next level, right? So, divine timing is at play here. So, when it is divine timing, it means that we need to figure something out. Okay, the moment we do that, we are, pushed into the next level. We need to learn something, we need to integrate something. So yes, if there is any impatience that you are feeling right now, trust me, I know. See, the thing is, whatever comes out in the reading, right, at some level even I would have experienced it. And even this, right, I can understand, the impatience and why things not working, the kind of feeling, the kind of anger or that irritation that you feel, right, when it comes to trusting the process and being frustrated by delays and having to show up, despite that, having to show up, right, having to show up and put in the effort and make the necessary changes. It's kind of heavy on us. Okay, I will not just brush it past like that, because I have felt it, I have experienced it, and it was hard, but it was needed. It had to be done. Emotionally, it was hard because you are facing your fears here. Okay, the challenge itself is fears. So yeah, it was hard, but you will be in a very activated state soon. Okay, you are being advised to channel this energy wisely. Don't channel it to create, to fight with people in conflicted energy, being defensive, being reckless. Whenever you have that burst of energy, take action, but take the right kind of action. Okay, channel wisely. And yes, there is this energy of focus here, and for others, there is this energy. It says very soon. Okay, so very soon is, after you clearly decide what you want, so that it comes to you. It really says that here on this card. And there is this energy that says give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So some of you might want to hear that you need to work, like I said, whoever is in a relationship right now, you need to work on this partnership. And also this for others of you, this is regarding your friends and somebody else in your family circle or in your inner circle. Okay, you need to work on that partnership. There is an imbalance in partnership. Okay, something is not right, something is not fair. Okay, the give and take balance is like off the chart. I wouldn't say off the chart, it's just imbalanced. Okay, so yeah, there is this energy of focus here. It says I have a laser like focus that serves me well. Focus on the task at hand right now, no room for scattergun approach. Put on blind blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it's your mistake to make. Yeah, do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. I think this is something that you really need to hear right now. Okay, you really need to hear this, because I think this conflicting energy, this conflicting opinions from people, and you having to defend yourself. Now it is getting to a point where that you're feeling like, you fear, like, I have to protect my self, my beliefs, my dreams from these people. So your spirit guides are telling you right now, don't focus on that. You don't have to prove anything to these people right now. You need to focus on your work, what is ahead of you, taking these decisions, right? You need to focus on that. So this is what is coming through for your reading. Yeah, I would like to know, like, if it resonated for you, because I think the way that this reading came out, right? So I'm thinking, like, what are you going through in your life right now? Is this relatable for you? Okay, I really would like to know. It would help me. It would help me gain some perspective. So only if you're willing to share your experience, please to share in the comment section, and I shall see you in part 2. Okay, so stay tuned for part 2, where we are going to be discussing about what are the changes that you can do right now when it comes to your habits, your approach, right, your routines, and something that is going to act in your favor. Okay, we are going to generate energy that is going to act in your favor by doing certain things. Okay, so I think that is the focus in the second part. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I shall see you there, pile number ones. Okay, bye bye and take care. Hello, my dear pile number twos. Welcome to your reading. So let's understand your current energy. I have your spread in front of me here. So let's understand what is misaligned, right? What is not working in your favor? What are the blockages, challenges that is showing up in your love life? Okay, that is affecting your love life. There is something that you need to fix probably here, or accept, or be aware of, right? So let's look into that. Okay. So just a quick disclaimer that I might be talking things a bit bluntly. Like, I know I might just be saying it. I might not be sugarcoating certain things, but it is necessary. Okay. Just look at it as, like, what is the plot when it comes to psychological plot, or, spiritual plot, that we are missing out on, that we are missing out on certain factors that we need to really be aware of, we need to face, we need to confront, and that is going to bring about the change, the necessary change that is needed. So yeah, think about it more from that sense, like, problem solving kind of reading. Okay, so yeah, so I might call you out now here and there, so don't take it too personally. It applies for everyone, it applies for me too. Like, if I were to go and, once this video, the reading is complete for all three piles, if I were to come back and listen to it myself, right, after a day or two, even I have to be open to this. I have to be open and be receptive of this guidance, okay, whatever is coming through, and really understand, okay, does this apply to my situation, and have the discernment to take the guidance or not take the guidance. And if you're going to think that, okay, this is not going to work out for me, if that is what you truly feel, then you don't have to, right? So yeah, so let's look at the plot right now. Okay, so let's understand what is happening in your life right now, what I see. Yeah. So we have the Fool here, and we have the Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, and right below the World, the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. See the energy of five here, okay? Something that is fast moving, maybe conflicting, even, okay? Somebody who's acting without thinking, being disappointed even because of that, right? Somebody who jumps to conclusions probably, and when they feel that heartache, right, when they feel that they've been done wrong, they are not going to stop themselves from saying whatever it is to, to feel like, they have won some kind of argument or something like that. So this doesn't necessarily does not have to be you, it can be the other person, okay? You might be constantly, or you might see that you are being put into certain situations like this, where, one, we have the Fool's energy, someone who is blindly trusting, very trusting when it comes to being open, and trusting when it comes to love, okay? And they have high expectations from this partner, whoever it is that they're dating or they want to date. They have a lot of high expectations, okay? And but for some reason it doesn't work out, some kind of conflict happens, and there is heartache because of that. And someone who is otherwise in the Queen of Pentacles energy, where they are independent, they're like a provider, like, Queen of Pentacles is someone who can handle both. They can handle both. They can take care of their career, they can take care of their home life, they can nurture the family, and they can nurture their career, and they do it very well, okay? Someone who is very practical when it comes to work, right? They have like a good work life balance. They're even focused in their work, and in a good way they can nurture it and bring about good changes. But I feel like here, if at all you've been in relationships where, you've been blindly trusting, and you go through this heartache, and some, there has been words that has been exchanged that is not so great, okay? Like, it could be either from your end, from the other person's end. And yeah, and this might cause you from not not being in this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay, and more focused on things that has already happened, right, on these heartbreaks, on whatever you've experienced. And probably, you are wondering if at all there is a person for me, okay? If at all there are people who going to come into my life and not really destroy me like this emotionally, right? So I see that for you. So probably you have been in such relationship that has been like unfulfilling this way, conflict energy, and it is like, literally derailing you while you were otherwise fine, right? Otherwise you are in the positive energy of the Fool and the Moon, okay? Someone who can the Fool, did I say the Moon? So yeah, I think I was meant to say that we do have the Moon card here. It says changes in your life. Like, you are very adaptive to that. Someone who is, very light-hearted, free-spirited person, very trusting in a good way. Okay. However, toward when it comes to love, sometimes it is not working out in your favor. Okay. And Queen of Pentacles, someone who is nurturing, they can nurture both their career and their home life. And Moon is really about the emotions, right? You can handle it. You can handle when you're by yourself. But for some reason, when it comes to matters of the heart, or in relationship with someone, in partnership, things are, maybe they cannot handle you, okay? To be honest, maybe they cannot handle you. So yeah, there could be some jealousies and energy, like, this energy of jealousy. So see from where it is coming from, what is the source, right? It could be like low effort relationship dynamics here, like someone is not giving their best, they're not putting in the effort, although they have, like, big expectations. Or they're getting threatened by the person that you are, like, you being the Queen of Pentacles, you being someone who's creative, and ready to take that leap of faith in whatever it is that you want to do, okay? So yeah, there is this energy of imbalance there, low effort. And What is this about? Impatience, right? There's no patience. Something about, not being at peace, right? And you're wondering, will I ever be in this energy where I feel good about being in a relationship? It feels like you've not met your match for some reason. Okay. So what is the advice here, right? There is there's a card that is popped up that says a late bloomer, finally winning. Maybe this is related to your work or something that you have been pursuing. And yeah, I think you are very close to like winning, right? In that matter, when it comes to finances and career or something like that. You are so focus on the Queen of Pentacles energy right now. Don't I it's easier said than done, right? So probably this has derailed you, whatever heartbreaks that has happened in your life. Sometimes you think about that and your focus is shifted to the to the cups that are empty and you're feeling disappointed, right? So right now you're meant to be in the Queen of Pentacles energy because there is a win that is happening in your life soon. Okay, and this alignment can bring in the alignment towards your love life, even, okay, to the right partner. Probably this upgrade in your life will bring that partner that is more in level with you. Okay, the in level with the person that you are. So there is some nourishment, and we have this energy of nourishment here and also fertilizing, both saying the same things, right? Both intending the same things. It says food is not the only thing that nourishes you, dear one. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. So think about how, excuse me, how this resonates for you. What are you feeling feeding your soul right now, right? Is it, are you in a negative self talk right now, thinking about what you've lost and crying over spilt milk and not looking at the opportunities that are around you? Okay, there are two cups that are standing behind the five of cups, right? Right, and they're not looking at that cup. Instead, they're looking at the three cups that have fallen. So, do you think when it comes to love or when it comes to like something that is fulfilling, right? You might be seeking happiness or emotional fulfillment outside of yourself right now, okay, outside of your current environment. While there is something that is emotionally fulfilling around you, you've been advised to find that happiness and find that emotional fulfillment by yourself first. Okay, don't rely on another person. Don't rely on if you date, you go with expectations that they will make you happy, they'll bring, you're going to feel so good, it's going to be so romantic. So when you have such expectations, right, and if it doesn't happen, it's going to just crumble down and you might end up in again in the same cycle of dating a person, they're not meeting your expectations, and then you're sad. And you could actually be focusing on your Queen of Pentacles energy here, right? So yeah, I feel like you need to meet your match. For that, you need to find that if there is something missing right now, it is only this. You having to find this happiness within you first. Try to be happy on your own. Okay, do it. If you have to go on solo trips, force yourself to be comfortable just being alone. Okay, so see how that works out for you. Just force yourself to do it. Okay, then you might be surprised to find glimmers of joy. So look at this, you're finding happiness in the little things and your days are sparkly. So your energy is going to shift, like like you're not depending on someone else to fulfill you or to fill your cup for that emotional contentment. You're feeling this by yourself. Okay, you're feeling this by yourself. So this must be the only ingredient or the only thing that is missing for you right now, because once you start feeling that way, although initially it is going to be difficult, it's going to feel a bit sad. You're like, what, that is just sad. That just that that's just, you're just saying lonely. Okay, you're just making it sound pretty. It is not, it is just sad to me. So you need to shift that mindset to something more positive, because this is the only thing that seems to be missing for you, to be honest. It says a money path is opening, it's waiting for you to find it. Okay, so um, it's quite interconnected with money, right? Finances, being the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like one thing is sure, that you are meant to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Be focused, okay? Be focused on work and nourish it. And also, I think when you do that, right, because you're so self reliant already when it comes to finances, there you are kind of, moving, like, you're climbing the ladder quite quickly, right? And right now you might be thinking, what, am I the problem? Like, is my hyper independence when it comes to finances and not relying on anyone else, or like, am I making others feel uncomfortable in my energy? Maybe the people that you're dating, right, they have an issue with you because of that, because they cannot match your light. So you're meant to actually be with someone who can actually match your light, right? Match your energy and match your stunningness. So it says here, don't dim your light. Your abundance is just around the corner. So something about, I think you might meet someone who is, when you look, you will be very impressed by that person. Okay, you'll finally feel like, you met your match. So that is why you're meant to, like, right now, don't focus on whatever energies are around you right now. Be more focused on yourself. Who are these people where who came, like, who broke your heart? Because there are three swords here, there are three cups that has fallen, and you are looking at it in a very disappointed way, like, I gave, I can't believe, like, once you break up, you might wonder, like, I am this confident person. I am so, like, I'm so well rounded, right? It's not like I'm very stubborn or anything. I'm like, I have the Queen of Pentacles energy. Like, I'm grounded. Okay, I'm stable in both ways. I'm nurturing, and I am also reliable when it comes to, I'm not depending on anyone else here. So even then, why am I the bad person, right? Why are they like blaming me for everything? So this must be the energy that you're dealing with, okay, right now. So yep, yeah, I think you are meant to, like, focus on yourself right now, okay? It says voice of truth, Joan of Arc, stand strong, focus on your purpose. Exactly, focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Okay? Be honest and true to who you are. Don't, call them out on their behavior. Tell them, like, what, this is me. I am proud of who I am, and I don't have to dim my light for you. Okay, I don't have to dim my light for you. I have expectations, I have boundaries. And yeah, it's not working out. So right now, just, make peace with whatever has happened, and use your mind wisely, it says, big spirit. Okay, use your mind wisely, and it says dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Okay, there is some duality here, right? Being understanding, like, coming into this perspective where you understand both sides and just leave it. Okay, not really invest a lot of emotions into it. Okay, this and that are true. So what, see how that applies to you. This and that are true. Hmm. Did I say this voice of truth? Yeah. There is also a card that says nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. The connection is divinely timed. So it means that you are in the process, like, for you, this is the only guidance that I see, where you are meant to be happy and emotionally fulfilled and dependent on yourself right now. Okay, when you can do that, when it comes to your work and your career and everything else in your life, you are meant to focus on that when it comes to your emotions as well. Like, don't seek happiness outside of yourself. So there is one thing that you need to focus on. Okay, everything else seems to be quite all right. It says dog close up, pleasure with a close friend, right? Who is this close friend? Are spend time with your friends perhaps? Don't shift your focus from these heartbreaks and things that didn't work out, and looking for it even right now. And focus on your friends, right? Just go out with your friends and see how happy you will be. Okay, don't think, don't focus just on romance and love when it comes to partnership. Okay, focus on in the other areas where you can receive love, like from your friends, right? You'd be surprised how good it would feel. Okay, it says, I choose to nourish myself. Choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values where you are. When you're jealous or envious, it is a sign that you are actually hungering for it. Pay attention to your health. Okay, see how that resonates for you. But this energy, right? I feel like whoever you have been dating, those people seem to be a bit envious and jealous of you for your maybe you I don't know, the person that you are, right? Somehow they're not able to match that level, okay, energy of you. They might feel a little self-conscious. So sometimes this can happen with us even, right? Even if you're this person that you might be looking at other people's life, not in this partnership, but probably outside, where they have something that that stirs envy within you. So see what is it that you're seeking. Try to find it within yourself first. Okay, try to find it in the things you have in your environment right now, around, like, with people, and with the things that you do on a daily basis, people you meet on a daily basis. Bring that spark of joy there. Okay, and see how blessed you are already. So there is this perspective shift. That's all. It's not very intense like pile number one. So yeah, pile number two, that was your reading. I hope it gave you some perspective, and it was like it kind of resonated for you. If it did, please do leave a comment. Okay. So I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye. Yeah, stay tuned for part two. By the way, I'll be posting that soon. And yeah, I shall see you there. Bye bye. Hello, pile number three. Welcome to your reading. So, have your spread in front of me here. Let's find out what is the current scenario. What can we find out from your current energy that can give us insights about certain misalignments when it comes to your love life? Okay. So, pile number three, yeah, you're giving a very nonchalant energy. Okay. I don't even know why you're here. You're like, very nonchalant, kind of laid back, kind of very self aware. Okay. And I feel like you are constantly, like, in connection with your guides, with angels, with god, with the universe. Something that, it's not your you're not new to such energies. Okay, you might even say, yeah, I just had a conversation with my spirit guide in the morning, and I thought I'll do this reading. So yeah, so I was like, what is this energy from pile number three, right? Probably there is a desire for love and having that partnership in your life, a happily ever after. Look at this, like a happily ever after, ultimate emotional contentment. Couple with a family. Maybe there is a desire, but that always is coming with an opposition force of the Knight of Swords within you, right? They're telling you, don't do it. We don't want to disrupt this peace and harmony that we have. Wind chimes, life is so like peaceful and harmonious right now. Why do you want to invest in that? Why do you want to invest in trouble? Okay, so there could be such thoughts in your mind that is like really blocking you from wanting these things. Okay, so it might be like, scaring you off even, and you might be thinking, yeah, it is a good reasoning. It's not like my life is I'm feeling bad about it or anything. I'm chill. Okay. I'm chill. I'm fine with what it is. I know what I'm supposed to do. I have I have a vision. I'm working towards it. And I'm working in partnership with the spirit team, with my angels. I'm doing my shit, and I'm quite okay on my own. Okay. But, probably sometimes you wonder, there is the Knight of Cups energy. You're thinking about it. You've been thinking, right? You've been evaluating this cup, this cup in front of you. It is quite okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You're quite fulfilled by yourself, like on your own. But you have wondered, probably in the past. It's not like, you're new to relationship. Probably you have been in and out of relationships, and things might have not worked out in your favor. Okay, some things might have been quite harsh, but you've learned from that. You have, you're like a gangster, spiritual gangster. You've learned from that. You've moved on. You're quite stable. Okay, it's not like, you're carrying the baggage from the past or anything. However, you are valuing peace and harmony with such high intensity right now that any thought of relationship, sometimes you might think about it. Oh, it might be nice to have, to be in love, and to have a partner, to start a family. But it comes with this worry, this fear of, oh my God, I have to invest, right? I have to invest myself in it. There is going to be like, and what if it is a bit challenging? You're not delusional. Okay, it could, the plot could be anything. Like, I might have to put in the work. I have to invest myself in this relationship, and am I ready for that, right? So I'm thinking about this meme with David Beckham, right? And Victoria Beckham. He says, be honest, be honest. So I feel like you hear this voice in your head. So whenever you think about, being in a relationship, or, is it time, like, can I, maybe you desire it, but you don't want to take any action, or you don't want to consider it seriously because this voice in your head is telling you, be honest. Do you really want a relationship, or you're just trying to daydream here? Because if you want, you need to put in the work. Do you want to put in the work? And you're saying, no, not right now. I'm not there yet. So I think this is what I am feeling from your reading, okay? Because you're someone, if you put your mind to it, you have the energy of the magician, okay? You have the energy of the magician, you have the energy of the hierophant, which is like, you are so wise, okay? You can shift this Knight of Swords energy to listening to the hierophant, okay? The wisdom within you. Knight of Swords is, you are aware it is, the reckless energy of the Knight of Swords just trying to scare you off. But you're so detached from everything, it's not like, just creating some kind of turbulence within you, in your emotional world, right? You're just, yeah, probably, yeah, okay. So that is your reaction, okay? You're not ready, like, you're not willing right now, but probably, if you're here, you need to hear this, right? It is, life is a mystery, and there is new love entering your life. There is like a clue right here. I don't have to tell you much, because I feel like, you're working with the angels here. We have angels, spirit guidance, protection from harm. You know that if you put in the effort, right? If you're willing to take that first step, your spirit team will be here to guide you. But is that what you want? You're just trying to make a decision here. It says a new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. Okay. So you know that, if you desire it, you can get it. Okay. So right now, probably you're investing your energy in some other things, some creative endeavors, the magicians, trying to be resourceful with what you have and do what it takes. So yeah, you're highly thought of. Look at this. You're highly thought of. So whatever you decide, okay, I don't know why you're here. So there's something about you focusing on, maybe your life purpose right now. There is creative flow. Look at this creative flow. You are in a period where your creative ideas are abundant, and flowing effortlessly. Okay, so maybe you don't want to shift or create any. I don't think that. I think you are quite very well sorted in your head, very strong person. Okay, you are very self aware. We have the bobcat energy. Life is a mystery, so you understand, that life is a mystery and things may not go as planned, right? So, what is the advice here? So the advice here is probably to make up your mind. Okay, what do you want? And do you really want this right now? There is a vision here. It says to find enlightenment, seek nowhere, for it lives within you. Exactly, you're quite a wise soul yourself. Okay, you can consult with your own inner world, with your own truth, and understand whether you want to, to feel this 10 of cups energy, right? Are you ready to feel this? Because you might be scared of your own powers because you can manifest. Okay, you're the magician, and in order to bring this 10 of cups, you have to bring a balance when it comes to six of pentacles energy. Putting in the work effort. Pentacles energy is showing me that you need to bring a balance when it comes to putting in the effort. You should be willing. Okay, and you need to work with the spirit team. You cannot, just watch this reading and just go away and just be unbothered. And whenever you feel like, I want to hear something about love and I'm missing that energy, just for the sake of it, just for the sake of daydreaming about it, to get that little kick, right? To feel the energy of love, like just the wimp of it. It's not wimp, whiff, wimp. Okay, I don't know, just a sniff of it. Okay, so you might just go to the readings and listen to it and just block it after that. Block it out of your mind. And this could also be because might you might end up being the fixer when it comes to in the relationship. It is someone who is an ultimate problem solver. And don't go by what is written in that. See how it relates to the reading. It says someone who, whether it is a broken shelf or a broken heart, they will show up with their tool and stay until it is right. So you might be a very empathetic person. Okay, it says empathetic seed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So this could be a problem. Okay, right now you might be like someone who is quite being by yourself and enjoying your alone time and not really indulging with people, because you might tend to absorb that energy. Okay, whatever it is that you are they are experiencing, if at all it is something little dark or sad, you might absorb the same energy, and you might be too giving and understanding in a relationship. So there is a balance that you need to bring. Okay, you need to know your boundaries. You need to keep healthy energetic boundaries even with people. Okay, with you might know this about yourself, right? You might be aware of this gifts that you have, this energy that you have. You're very loyal. See, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Right now you've been asked to be loyal to what you love. Okay, yes, if at all you want new love, be loyal to that. Be loyal to that. It needs a bit of a commitment energy here. You might be fearing it, that you might be off balance and have to deal with the relationship, whatever comes along, right, along with the relationship, the problems. So I think you have to, like, that is a very subconscious fear from, probably from past relationships that you have gone through. Right now you are in a very upgraded version of yourself, so think about it as something that is not going to happen. Why do you even bother? And remember that you can handle it this time, even if it happens. Okay, it says life is a mystery, so like take a chance. Like, why you don't have to worry too much about thinking about how it was in the past. Okay, it might have drained you. Okay, such issues in relationship, it might be, would have been very draining, like took a lot of your energy and your time. And you might not complain because you seem like someone who's very spiritual, who, like, closes the chapter, they understand, they integrate the lesson, they move on. but you don't want the same kind of experience again, probably. So why not understand, the magician energy is here to, it is asking you to focus on your powers, okay? You can manifest whatever relationship you want. So don't focus on that, okay? Focus on what you want, what you desire. What if you are pairing up with a person that whose light is as bright as yours or even brighter, and they are providing for you? You are nurtured in their presence, okay? And there is such understanding, energy level understanding, telepathic understanding between you two in a more very mellow, positive sense that you seek, right? Very pleasant energy, very balanced and harmonious. See, balance and harmony, very happy, emotionally content, very peaceful energy. Can you see that for yourself, right? Can you see that for yourself? See, it says finding your people. You are about to find your community, your tribe, your people. Yes, you focus on what you like. You have the vision for everything, okay? On what you, when it comes to your life, your lifestyle, with the community of people that you want, the partner that you want, make that vision board, write it down somewhere, and work in partnership with the spirit. And I don't think I have to tell too much about these things to you. You must already be knowing all these, like the way you work with the spirit team, right? With whether it is journaling or meditating or praying, or you might have found a method for yourself, right? So do that, okay? You'll be fine, okay? You'll be taken care of. Don't hesitate. It says older man dealings a relationship with an older man. I don't know what that is about. Have you been thinking about it, right? Do you already have like a person on your mind? See, Knight of Cups is just contemplating before giving the cups, right? So probably, some of you have this new love in your life right now. It says share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. You need to, yeah, you need, what it is showing me here is investing, being committing to yourself first in your mind. Okay, I want to, I want to commit to this journey. I want to commit to this experience. Okay, I want to commit to it, and I know my powers. I know that I'm a magician. I can manifest a connection that is more aligned with me, the way that I want it. Okay, so be creative, use your creative flow here. Okay, you have this abundant energy, it flows effortlessly for you, so you use it for yourself right now. Okay, you will find the right kind of person. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about using your powers. Don't hesitate to use your powers. I don't think you even realize you're that powerful, right? Pile number 3, you're quite laid back and grounded. I don't mean laid back in a very in a negative sense. I mean that in a very, like, very nonchalant person. Probably imagine if the gods that we know, the deities that we pray to, is right in front of us, but they are this very nonchalant person. They are quite laid back, and they are not like. Uh, they the vibe, right? Very, very chill, relaxed and harmonious, not like how they are projected, at least in the earlier times, right? How like the power and the aura and having to use fear to control us or things like that. No, you are like that. You're giving very calm and nonchalant vibes, even though you have like some kind of understanding, or you have the spirit team, angels working in your favor, right? You are literally walking in their presence. Okay, you have someone on your side, your spiritual team, right? Always protecting you. I think that's why you're just chill. Okay, like life is chill right now. Why try harder? Why to be in this energy of love? But you desire it, don't you? Otherwise you wouldn't be on this reading. I'm curious as to who was picked by number 3. So do let me know in the comments. I want to pick out one more card. Just curious about you. It says family connections. Maybe you will get to know someone through family connections, okay? Just to start off, to make you feel like, safe to, uh, you know, like invest in this journey, invest in this commitment, finding love, okay? Maybe you will get to know someone through family connections. This is just a hint for you. Hold on. It says niche down, too broad, focus on tiny details. Yes, this is about creating that vision board, okay? This person, like, I think you right now you have like a broad understanding, or you're not even invested that way. You need to niche down, okay? Write about this, your what do you want? Be very assertive and accurate, and don't worry about messing it up or anything. It's nothing like that. You will not mess it up, okay? It is, imagine that it is always changeable. It is not a rigid thing, okay? Don't hesitate to start having that thought in your mind. So yeah, you need to create that vision board of this person, okay? That the kind of love that you're seeking, and understand it can come without problems. So it would come exactly as how you want it to be, and even more, even better, right? So think about that. Invest some time in doing that, okay? Let me pick out one more card for you. Okay, I don't know, I just don't think that was the card that I wanted to pick. Just hold on. Okay, so you need to understand some emotional triggers here. So the previous card that I picked was resentment and having to release any such kind of resentment. Okay, here again, because we got emotional triggers, I had to mention that. Reactivity, sensitive spots, unpack the root cause. Yeah. So when opportunities are coming towards you, right? What I see here is sometimes even though that you are so aware, and you might not um you might not see this coming, okay, where your subconscious is reacting, okay, is projecting with the Knight of Swords here. Someone is coming to talk to you, but because this person is reminding you of some other people in your life, you might really block, you might really be very defensive towards this person when it is not even needed. So think about situations like that, because only because of their association with a group of people, or their association to a memory, or a type, okay, or a type of person in your mind, okay, but they might not even be anything like them, okay, they're not even close to whatever you're thinking. But see how your subconscious might project this. So you need to be aware of this, be aware of your triggers, okay? Sometimes that maybe that is the lesson that you need to integrate right now. You must be thinking, what, I usually am quite consciously doing certain things in my life to upgrade myself, spiritually and personally, so that things kind of fall together in place, and you understand there could be such blockages that I need to accept and release and all that. Maybe this is something that you don't see, okay? You might be holding some there must be some grudges or resentment towards people that are no longer in your life right now. Maybe you are not even emotionally like reactive of them at all, like you're quite emotionally balanced. But when maybe someone comes and talks to you, when a potential you know partner or someone who is interested in you comes and speaks to you, you might get triggered and be very defensive. Maybe this is something that you need to watch out for in your reactions, okay? So yes, and also you might be triggered, but maybe later you realize it, and you feel the need to tell them and let them know that this is why you reacted this way. Well, it is not necessary. You might be taking to, when you realize it, right, that you have hurt this person, you might feel very bad because you are quite empathetic, right? You might want to fix things. You might want to fix. Sometimes, you just have to let it go. You just have to understand, maybe that is something they had to experience, and that is their lesson, and this is yours. Okay, next time, just don't approach it in a different way. That's all, right? You don't have to go and fix and explain things to them. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to always do this. You need to see, like, you need to integrate the lesson in a better way. Sometimes you kind of might be hyper focusing on this issue, like, oh my god, I hurt that person's feelings. When you realize it, when you come to your senses and realize it, that they had nothing to do with it, but I kind of hurt them, being defensive. Now I have to tell and explain things to them. So what is over is done. Okay, don't constantly be thinking about it, but if you do get a chance, like, it will happen for you. Okay, you can really talk to that person and let them know, and it's done with. But don't be overthinking about these things. Okay, so yeah, that is the message that I have for you. I hope it resonated for you. So I should see you in my next part 2 of this series. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, let me know how what you felt about the reading. Okay, so bye bye. I shall see you in my next reading.